Good afternoon. This is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. Well, yesterday we got hit by a storm. It rained all day from the time I got up till the time we went to bed. No internet. They said PLDT said it had done extensive damage to their lines, and that's why we didn't have internet all day yesterday. But it rained all day yesterday. Didn't even have to turn on the fan or the air conditioner. It was nice and cool. And it was raining this morning when we got up, and it rained till about noon. And then it's been no rain since then, but although it's cloudy, and I wouldn't mind more rain. My yard guy was happy as he gets the day off. So he called and asked if he needed to come. And he said, I know it's raining, so we'll just get it the next day. So I was on another live stream day before yesterday, and there was some mention of corruption in the Philippine government that saw some people, some politicians that were handing checks with money in them, envelopes with money in them to people. And yeah, I said the Philippines politics is very interesting. I've been following them for at least 60 years. It's very interesting, and you never know what's going to happen next, what's going to come out. This brings me to, where do you find the rich people in the Philippines? Well, you can find them all over the place, but in Manila, there's a place called Forbes Park, and it is where most of the elite, the very wealthy, live. All have mansions there. It's been the scene of a lot of politics, interesting politics in that place. I haven't figured out a way to be able to get in there without pretending I'm a wealthy American wanting to invest in the Philippines. So I don't know how I can get in there because it's heavily guarded at the gate. There's an Army military base right next to it, so you'll be hard pressed to try to get in there and rob somebody. Even the foreign ambassadors have places there. Manny Pacquiao, the champion boxer, he's very popular here in the Philippines. He has a mansion in there, and most politicians. Which brings me to one former president. I won't mention his name, but he built a house in there. It's either that or Greenfields, one of those high-end gated communities. He built a mansion for his mistress in there, and he even had sand from Boracay sent there to build around the pool, so it looks like Boracay. Yes, that was the Boracay mansion, they said. I don't know if she ever lived there though, because it got out in the press, and there's a lot of hullabaloo about that. This guy that built, he was he's a celebrity. He's a movie star, and he was married and had a family, but he made sure his little mistress, who's also a movie star, uh, had her place there built for her. So they, many of them, you'll find that they have family dynasties here. You can see it in the legislature, the Congress and Senate. It'll have many similar names in there. Uh, the I think the richest person in the Philippines was Lucio Tan. He owned Philippine Airlines. Uh, he was a billionaire, one of the richest men in Asia. Uh, so his family were very wealthy. Uh, but you'll see uh, they have term limits now in the Philippines. So president only gets one term in office of 6 years. Uh, what some of them do will say I'm a governor and my term limit's up. I can't run again. Oh, but my daughter here, she can run. And so the whole family gets behind her and running. Or my son takes over my job as a senator or a mayor or a governor. Uh, so it keeps, same people keep getting elected here. And back after, I guess during Rames's time, uh, you started, and after Marcus died, he was overthrown, and then he died in Hawaii. Uh, they found out when they raided Malacang, that's where the president uh, lives in office and everything. They found over 5,000 designer shoes in the closet, designer clothes, uh, artwork worth millions. Uh, they were living a pretty lavish lifestyle. And there's lots of stories about those times. One of the things is that I was looking at again the other day on YouTube is Yamashita's gold. Yamashita was the Japanese general of the Japanese forces that had taken over the Philippines. And supposedly they had raided banks and they'd raided museums uh, and they were stored. He built several places where he buried all this gold and stuff. And President Marcos was fascinated that, and he was wanted to define Yamashita's gold. And so was another guy. He's just a middle class dude, I guess. And he also found bought a map of where some of his gold was buried, and he had spent all his money looking for it, and finally he said, "Oh, I've been looking in the wrong place," and he looked another place, and he found it. Allegedly, he found what a gold Buddha with all encrusted with jewels and stuff, and there's lots of other blocks and blocks of gold bars and stuff. and he couldn't remove it then. He was going to go, he left, and word got out that he had found this, and suddenly some military personnel showed up at his house, and I think they beat him up, and uh, he had to lead them to where the gold was, and that gold Buddha and other gold bars were last seen in the Marcus's possession, as you might say. But anyway, he was supposedly they had accumulated about $4 billion during his time in office. Uh, there's been lawsuits and still lawsuits trying to cover all the money and artworks and stuff like that for a long time. But all that time after Marcus, that led to some really crazy events happening. So you can find the wealthy located throughout. You'll see families living in big compounds, like blocks long pieces of land with houses and stuff in there. Uh, every dynastic family has a place like that. It's their compound throughout the Philippines. Uh, and if you look back through the archives of, say, the Philippine Inquirer or Manila Times or some of the old newspapers, you can see some of these things that were happening here, and you just say, what? It's crazy. But yeah, that Forbes Park is where the really elite live. Greenfields and Alabang. Uh, it's just off of McKinley Road if you want to drive by there. But as I say, they've got guards at the gates, and there's a Army military base right next to them. So if you live in Forbes Park and would like to extend an invitation for me to come and I'll film around there, I'll do your house, I'll do a video in your house. I'd love to go there and see everything. Well, this has been a little long, but Philippines history, the political history, has been quite a one you shake your head and say, I can't believe that. Jesus. So that's about all I can say about it without having the NBI come to my house and show up. So remember, I've got a halo. So all right, y'all take care. Uh, have a great day. I see the sun is popping out. The tropical storm, I think, has gone out to sea again and heading towards Japan. They've said maybe affecting Japan soon. So let's have more. I'm ready for more rain. I'm ready for typhoons. Typhoons don't usually affect us very much. We're mountain ranges in between us and the Pacific, and so we're okay. Oh, have a great day. Take care of your family, your kids, your pets, and I'll see you back again tomorrow. Adios, amigos and amigas. Have a great